Before you start scheduling home tours, we need to talk about something. It's pre-approval. That's what it is. Hey there, I'm Christina Sparks, realtor with Real Broker, owner, House of Sparks. In this video, I'm going to talk about the pre-approval, why it's so important, how you get it, all the things. But first, I want to talk about the difference between a pre-approval and a pre-qualification, because there is a difference. So a pre-qualification basically means you called the lender, you told them how much you made, and they gave you a dollar amount on purchase price. It's unverified. They did not look at your whole credit profile to verify that, yes, you can afford this. I've seen several deals fall apart because the buyer just gets a pre-qualification, and once they get the pre-approval, once the credit scores ran, the debt to income is looked at, all of the things, something always pops up. So before you start getting too excited about shopping for properties or writing offers, make sure you get that pre-approval. The pre-approval is going to have a verified income. It's going to have your credit score checked. It's going to have your debt to income ratio looked at. And it's also going to be verified you can't afford this dollar amount. So first off, the pre-approval gives you the shopping power that you need. The biggest mistake that buyers make is shopping for a home based off of purchase price. So you got your pre-approval and you're pre-approved up to $300,000. Then you go under contract, your lender gets your contract, and they give you estimates based off of the taxes, the insurance, on what your monthly payment is going to be. And sticker shock sets in. So the best thing that you can do when you get that pre-approval and you're pre-approved up to $300,000, you can ask your lender to give you some staggering payment estimate. That way you can see what your monthly payment would look like at different dollar amounts. This will give you just an overall bigger picture on what your future in home ownership would look like on a month-to-month basis. Now remember, your monthly payment will always go higher, and that's because taxes and insurance will always go up. You can watch this video to kind of dive into that a little bit more, but just keep that in mind. If you max yourself out in the beginning, just know it's going to keep going up. A pre-approval also considers you a serious buyer. If you decide to write an offer without a pre-approval, the seller may not even look at it or take you seriously. If you turn in your pre-approval with your offer, that gives the seller comfort knowing that you have already done what you need to do in order to purchase that home, that you're serious, you can follow through, and they aren't taking an offer willy-nilly. A pre-approval also helps you move quickly. Although we're not in the market we were in 2022 when things were crazy and we couldn't even get in to see houses because they were selling so quickly. Although we're not in that market, some properties move extremely quickly. And if you go see that property and fall in love with it and you wait 3 days to get your pre-approval, that house might be gone. It really is for the best that you are prepared for when you do find that house that you just love. A pre-approval will also uncover anything that you didn't know about. So let's say you turn all of your documents in to get your pre-approval. Your lender runs your credit and there's an old medical bill on there from a couple of years ago that you had no idea about. Applying for and getting your pre-approval will help tackle these things up front. That way you're not having to worry about them while you're under contract. Because let me tell you, while you're under contract, that is the last thing that you want to be worrying about. You're going to have inspections and appraisals and plenty of other things to worry about. This shouldn't be one of them. This should be something that you tackle upfront before you even make an offer. Basically, a pre-approval gives you confidence. It gives you the reassurance that you've done your part, you've done your due diligence with your lender, and you're able to move forward. You're able to follow through with a contract. And it tells the seller that too, because even as a seller's agent, I tell my clients that too, that if the buyers don't come with a pre-approval, be wary, no matter how pretty the offer is. I hope you learned something in this video. In the description box below, there is a list of my personal lender recommendations. But should you have any questions about anything we talked about in this video, feel free to reach out. Call me, text me, email me, or comment. I'm happy to help any way I can. Have a great day.